Key and Peele take their comedic chops from TV to film in the hilarious Keanu.
And in The Lobster, Colin Farrell is looking to find love, or else he'll turn into a lobster. No, really, we're being serious. Here's VOD starts right now.
Welcome to Heroes VOD. We're here to help you sort through all of the movies recently released on demand. I'm Haley Wilgus.
And I'm Daniel Feingold. We've got a lot of ground to cover this week, so let's jump right in.
Our first movie is written and directed by the film and TV great Gary Marshall, who passed away in July. But he left this one last film that follows in the footsteps of previous works like Valentine's Day and New Year's Eve.
So now here's the romantic comedy with an impressive ensemble cast in Mother's Day.
Hello, Atlanta. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, you know no junk food for breakfast.
Dad lets us.
Also lets you go to school without any underwear.
The director of Pretty Woman and Valentine's Day.
Sandy's ex just got remarried to like a 12-year-old.
Tweet at me if you want to check in.
Did she just say tweet at me?
Invites you to celebrate the most important job in the world.
Yellow card, are you?
Oh, he blew another man's whistle. Baby, you better go. You gonna get hurt.
This spring, 4 families have one day to reconnect.
You guys are supposed to be in Texas.
To embrace what's new.
This is so exciting. Your first sleepover with Dad and his new, person.
You want us to call her Mom, too?
No, absolutely not. I would say ma'am is good.
And to prepare
Do you have kids? Career keeps me busy.
for some big surprises.
Who should I make it out to?
On April 29th, get ready for the mother of all comedies.
Tanner, no, not on her bag.
Jennifer Aniston, Kate Hudson, Julia Roberts, Jason Sudeikis.
Dad!
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Beaches, Pretty Woman, Runaway Bride. Gary Marshall brought us so much over decades in the business. Mother's Day will not be what he's remembered for.
Yeah, true. Maybe if the movie came out after he passed away, critics would have bashed it a little less and instead taken this as more of an opportunity to pay homage to Marshall. But that is not what happened.
Entertainment Weekly wrote, if you love your mother, do not make her see Mother's Day. Harsh, yet pretty on the money when it comes to how this was viewed by critics as a whole.
Other criticism included pointing out the shallow characters, weak writing, and poor attempt at comedy.
It's rare that reviews are all bad. Some critics did think it was an easygoing, lighthearted movie experience. Sometimes that's all you're looking for.
Right, I like that a lot. But we're going to warn you, this one is 2 out of 5 stars for Mother's Day. It's on demand now.
Yeah, definitely not his best work. Valentine's Day didn't get received
New
very
Year's
well.
Eve was, I thought, really good. I mean, for me. I mean,
right.
if you like this genre, you know.
Yes, all those were panned pretty much, but if you like those other two, you may like this one.
Yeah,
so.
and I really like that. I mean, I think it's very uplifting, and
Yes.
sometimes you just
and
want
just an
that.
easy watch.
Right, true, yeah.
Well, from Mother's Day to Last Days in the Desert. See, that's a transition right there.
Okay, well, starring Ewan McGregor, it tells the temptation of Jesus' story when he spends 40 days in the desert.
How long have you been out here, holy man?
Since the last full moon, maybe a little longer.
The desert is ruthless. Strips you of your vanities, your illusions, gives you the opportunity to see yourself for who you are. You people are never alone. Some spirit or something is always with you.
I have water for you here, Yeshua. That's what your mother calls you, isn't it? Your father. Everything matters more to him than you. My father loves me. He loves himself only. Oh, what anger. You are your father's son.
You are an easy target. Because you're weak.
Your good intentions will be wasted here. They don't need us to ruin their lives. They'll do that all by themselves. These things he expects of you. Do you think anyone will care? Man of 1,000 years from now.
Have you found what you were looking for?
No, but I'll stay as long as it takes. You think you're his only child? There are others. No, there is only me. There is only me.
Ewan McGregor has been all over the map when it comes to the roles he's portrayed. He can sing, he can dance, he can do comedy.
Now he's playing both the Son of God and the devil in the same movie, so he can pretty much do it all. And a lot of credit has to go to McGregor for the critical success of Last Days in the Desert. He earned praise from both the Los Angeles Times, the New York Times for his compelling performance.
Critics were also quick to point out this is not a film that shares much with contemporary faith-based cinema. Last Days in the Desert is more of an art film, with a number of critics describing it as quiet and simple, though also haunting and beautiful.
It adds up to a film that, as Variety describes, ends up much better on screen than it may sound on paper.
Last Days in the Desert gets 3 stars from us. So from Last Days in the Desert to 5 Nights in Maine. I'm so good at this transition thing. It's amazing.
I'm really glad that you've honed in on this important life skill, Daniel.
Thank
Way
you.
to go.
Thank you.
Well, this one stars David Oyelowo and Diane Weist in an estranged son and mother reconnecting story when the son travels to Maine after the sudden death of his wife.
What is this concerning?
I'm sorry to tell you this over the phone, Mr. Owens.
Sherwin? She's resting now, so she'll see you at dinner.
Okay.
I'm surprised you came.
Me too.
What happened?
From what I was told, she was in traffic, changing lanes.
I know that. I don't believe it.
What happened when Fiona was here?
She always had to have her way.
Maybe she acted that way when she felt threatened.
How dare you?
Let's see why she hated this place.
Why did you come here? Trying to see what she was hiding from?
You can definitely sense a slow burn.
Oh, that just will give you
chilling,
goosebumps.
very
Yeah.
uneasy. I like that. That's a good trailer.
That's true.
Well, a great cast for this small independent film, and for the most part, critics were moved by the performances.
However, there were some not so great notes for other categories, as critics over at Movie Nation and Screen International agreed it was an uneven narrative experiment that was stingy with the story.
The New York Times puts it well by saying this may not draw crowds, but it is a solid character study that challenges its 2 lead actors.
If that's what you're looking for, we certainly recommend it. We give 5 Nights in Maine 3 stars, and David Oyelowo is, of course, outstanding.
Yeah, great actor.
Well, coming up next, the odd and quite intriguing Lobster.
And fans of Richard Linklater need to stick around. We have a documentary about his career still to come.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
We're starting the week with a birthday celebration. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we're celebrating our hardworking senior producer, Joey Panic, with all of his favorite things, including creative cocktails from Table Creekside. Joey's in love with his dog, Lulu, so K9 Corral is here to tell us how coconut oil can help doggy skin issues, plus things you use in the bathroom and sushi from Tsunami.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
Welcome back. Our featured film is not just one of the year's most unique, but one of the most original romance movies in years.
But The Lobster isn't just a romance. It's also a fantasy and a bit of a dark comedy. It stars Colin Farrell, Rachel Weisz, and John C. Reilly.
Have you ever been on your own before?
No, never.
Your last relationship lasted how many years?
Around 12.
Sexual preference?
Women. Is there a bisexual option available?
No, sir, this option is no longer available. And the dog?
My brother, he was here a couple of years ago, but he didn't make it.
Did you read the leaflet?
Yes, I did.
As you understand from your brother's experience, if you fail to fall in love with someone during your stay here, you'll turn into an animal.
Have you ever danced with anybody?
Yes.
As an animal, you'll have a second chance to find a companion.
What sort of dancing did you do?
Just depends on the music.
Mind if I join you?
It's no coincidence that the targets are shaped like single people and not couples.
Did you catch rabbits? Catching a rabbit is difficult.
Thank you very much.
If you need more rabbits, I'll bring you more.
You promise?
You can be a loner as long as you like. There is no time limit. Any romantic or sexual relations are punished.
We have to be totally synchronized. 3, 2. You're like a brother to me. Oh, you're my best friend in the whole world.
I don't think I'm your best friend in the whole world.
Now, have you thought of what animal you'd like to be if you end up alone?
Yes, a lobster.
A lobster is an excellent choice.
A love story for the unloved is how the New York Daily News puts it, describing the film's comedy as anti-humor.
Have you thought about what animals you want to be if you don't make it?
A lobster.
I'm going to be a parrot if I don't make it. Why don't you become parrots too? And then we'll all be together.
You're a complete idiot.
It may be oddly funny, that's for sure.
I don't mind a parrot.
A parrot? You want to be a parrot? I think
I don't want to be a parrot, but if I had to choose, you know, a parrot wouldn't be bad.
I don't know, you got to live in a cage.
Yeah.
Unless you just happen to
You just
make
roam
it
around
into the wild.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. But you could fly, I guess.
Yeah, I guess a dog would probably be the best
I'd rather
choice.
be a dog. I mean, I think about my dog's lives, and I mean, they're just living
True.
the life, you know?
True.
Well, there is a film that has something to say. That's what some of the critics have said about this.
The New York Times found it to be a fascinating critique of romance in the digital age, and the Los Angeles Times called it great cinematic surrealism.
There was very little negative actually said about The Lobster. It may not be for everyone, you can probably tell that by the trailer, but supported by a rich soundtrack and a powerful lead performances, we give it 4 stars and recommend checking it out on demand.
Absolutely.
Well, from filmmaker to being the subject of a film, the documentary Richard Linklater, Dream is Destiny, that's coming up next.
And a cute kitty needs saving. Are Key and Peele up for the challenge? Keanu still ahead.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
He's forged a career as a director, doing some of the most original work in the past few decades, from Dazed and Confused and Before Sunrise trilogy to his more recent hits, Boyhood and Everybody Wants Some.
He is now the subject of a documentary about his career. Richard Linklater, Dream is Destiny. Here's a look.
I was definitely born at the right time, I think, to catch the India's vibrant cultural thing. You know, when you grow up in Huntsville, Texas, it doesn't cross your mind, oh, I can make a film. I thought at best, wanted to be a novelist.
And my guest this evening is Rick Linklater, who's directed Slacker.
It was just a really kind of an exciting time, like a whole world had opened up. Film had sort of taken hold of me. This journal, oh, fall 82. I was amazed looking back how much patience I had. Let's run those lines. It's a lot of work, and people don't want to hear that. Go. It wasn't something that just came overnight. Okay, Rick. Action.
His day will come eventually, but it's hard to believe Linklater has been nominated for an Oscar 5 times and hasn't won. He received 3 nominations just for Boyhood.
Whatever your favorite of his is, it's no surprise critics like this documentary about a great filmmaker. They were in agreement that it does a good job going over his career and giving viewers some insight into the director.
As the Austin American-Statesman publication puts it, it's a documentary on Linklater that Linklater nerds have been waiting for. Calling all Linklater nerds.
And even for those who may not be a Linklater nerd, The Guardian points out that this is a welcome reminder that commercial success isn't everything.
And that is an important reminder in the world of film and Hollywood especially.
Yep.
We give the documentary 3 out of 5 stars. Well, Melissa Rauch from The Big Bang Theory in our next movie plays a former gymnastics bronze medalist in The Bronze.
Very interesting. But since her days representing the U.S. on the grand stage, she's become a bit irritable, to say the least. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Mountain Dew, large.
Diet.
Did I say diet?
It comes to $9.30.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, no, she's on the house. Don't you know who this is?
You tell him, Tony.
Check the wall, son.
Yeah, check the wall, son.
She was the star of the 2004 games.
Honey, I know you've been stealing from my truck again.
That was a long time ago.
No more allowance.
You're cutting off my allowance and you want me to stop stealing? What kind of a sick monster are you?
You thought any more about working at the gym?
I'm not a coach. I'm a star. I was on Dancing with the Stars. It's not called Dancing with the Coaches.
Now, as luck would have it, the fate of American gymnastics is in her hands.
OMG, Hope and Gregory, I've been praying that we would run into each other. Maybe we could exchange phone numbers or something, and we could text or FaceTime or...
What needs to be the strongest for you to be a champion?
My body, my endurance, my mental constitution.
Your mind.
but I said my mental.
Here's the deal, Twitchy. I'm the pilot. You're the
co-pilot. Got it.
Gonna say stewardess.
Well, well, well. Hope and Gregory. If you let Hope train Maggie, you'll be throwing your daughter's career out the window. I won gold and silver.
Men's gymnastics, which, come on, no one gives a crap about. Lie on the floor. Wipe that smile off your face.
Are we praying? I love that. Let's hold hands.
You, get off. Buzz off, Twitchy. I feel you trying to get a gap shot. Wow, welcome to the big time.
Is it true that you taped down your breasts?
Who told you that? Matt from Sneaker Galaxy?
No.
Carl from the bar?
No.
Gas Station Dan?
No.
Stacy from Quiznos?
Jeez, no, God, stop.
Well, certainly good timing with the Summer Olympics just wrapping up.
And we do always talk about what are athletes going to do after their careers, right? Well, a lot of fans will probably appreciate this, and how much you like the bronze may depend on a certain something, your tolerance for vulgar cynics, because all the critics agreed on this. Star Melissa Rauch plays exactly that.
It was too much for some, like the Los Angeles Times, which found her routine, see a gymnastics pun.
Got it.
They found her routine unlikable. The New York Times agreed, saying her character isn't someone you want to be around for 2 hours, so probably don't want to watch it on the big screen for 2 hours as well.
Well, still, there are plenty of laughs in the bronze. The New York Daily News, Philadelphia Inquirer, Newsday, and Entertainment Weekly all came away liking this movie and its humor.
Maybe a crude satire about the Olympics is just what the doctor ordered right now. We'll go with 3 stars for the bronze.
Okay.
We've got a good one saved for last this week, so I'll nicely ask you that you not change the channel, please.
Listen to Daniel. We take a look at Keanu on the other side of the break.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities. And that keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
Using baby powder or talc may lead to ovarian cancer. $72 million was awarded in a recent talc lawsuit after lawyers found secret internal documents showing that the baby powder manufacturer knew about the link between talcum powder and ovarian cancer for decades, but never told the public. If you were diagnosed with ovarian cancer after using talcum powder on a regular basis, you may qualify for a cash award. Call 800-793-6621. 800-793-6621.
Attention. This is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
Fans of the 2014 ultra-violent action flick John Wick, starring Keanu Reeves, will be familiar with the basic setup in this year's comedy, Keanu. Of course, the latter is intended to be much, much funnier.
Keanu is from the sketch comedy duo Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele, and the trailer tells you all you need to know about this ridiculous plot.
Hey, man. How are you? How you doing?
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Are you okay?
Maisie broke up with me.
Well, it's gonna be okay.
You're right, Clarence. I want you to meet Keanu.
No. Oh my God, that's the cutest guy I've ever seen in my life. Why's your door open?
Keanu.
Keanu! I'm sorry.
Oh,
Ghost, what's up, bro?
I'm here because my place got broken into. Has anyone shady come by here?
I mean, the 17th Street Blips.
The 17th Street Flips. Okay, where are they?
17th Street.
Let's just go check it out. What's the worst that can happen?
One beer, please.
I'll take a white wine spritz.
Clarence.
What?
You can't talk like that.
You sound like John Ritter all the time.
You in the right place?
Yeah, we in the right place.
Tectonic.
Nice. My name is Shark Tank. Oh.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Cheddar's got Keanu. We in the market right now for like a gangster pet.
You serious? I am not breaking the law. We just feed him some bull about New Jack City and we get Keanu.
You ain't never seen nobody get killed before?
I've seen people get killed before.
Oh, come on, man.
Keanu needs you. I need you.
Where are you?
What do you think my idea of fun was?
Why are you talking to me like that?
I talk like that sometimes. Check it. Buckshot. So what you got? Me? Appendix. Blam. It took it out of my body. What? Mm-hmm.
So I will say it looks hilarious. I was the beginning a little slow. It totally picks up though and is great. It's totally worth it.
It had me cracking up just at the trailer.
The trailer itself is great.
Is great, yes. Well, mostly positive reviews across the board for Keanu.
Critics found Key and Peele to be effectively funny, even if the movie doesn't hold its own for the full runtime, as I alluded to. I do love Peter Travers conceding that it could just be a cat video disguised as a movie, but he laughed anyways.
Oh, look what's up from their nap.
Hey. Cute cat.
Yeah, it's New Jack right here, man. Yeah? Hey, but look, before y'all go run off and do your little thing.
Where'd you get him? How much you want for him?
You serious?
Actually, he is.
The laughs didn't come frequently enough for some critics like the New York Times and Chicago Tribune, but as a whole, Keanu is a fun watch. It gets 3 stars from us, and it is on demand now.
And it's a cute watch because the cat is adorable.
I could just watch the cat all day.
And that, everyone, is this week's show. Here's a quick recap of the movies we covered. Mother's Day got 2 stars, while the Richard Linklater documentary, as well as Last Days in the Desert, 5 Nights in Maine, The Bronze, and Keanu all got 3 stars.
And our lone 4-star rating went to The Lobster. You can also have the reviews emailed directly to you by signing up for our free newsletter. Until next week, I'm Haley Wilgus.
And I'm Daniel Feingold. Enjoy the movies.
Hurricane season is here, so when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We bring you storm warnings faster and with more detail than ever before.
And track storms right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Turn to the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you. ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Attention. This is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764. ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.